Let's see. We are live. And what I'm going to do is, hey, everybody, I'm actually going to drop the link in that one chat and see if anybody else wants to pop in.
Okay.
Where is it? Old person on the computer.
Hey guys, we got a very light show at the moment, unless we get some people to pop in and give us some content to work with. Any stragglers that might pop in from
that one is a huge fucking link. I dropped that in the chat and it's like a freaking whole page worth of freaking code. All right. What's up, motherfuckers? All right.
Oh, I just now opened up the live comments. They've actually been chatting.
There we go.
Let me get my windows adjusted so that I got the YouTube stream as well.
I usually leave my my StreamYard up and I pop out the all right, where was I? There we go. Got to put all my windows in place. What? We got Mike. Mike.
Mike
Mike,
Mead?
what day is it, Mike? Oh, it's not hump day. Never mind.
Nope. You're a little premature for hump day.
Yeah.
A day early, dollar short. Story of his life.
What the heck? I just lost.
15 minutes early, 2 inches short. Oh, sorry. All right.
Say sorry to us.
So instead of sitting like this all day, how many people are in the chat right now? Do we have? All right, 5. Woo! All right, so I'm going to get this out of the way before everybody gives me shit. All right. I got smacked in the face with a palm tree over the weekend. What's his name? Mark knows I was doing yard work. So everybody can see the palm
Just
that fucking stabbed me in the face.
Turn to your good side.
Yeah, so the palm tree stabbed me in the face and left a big fucking blister on my face. So I'm going to spend the rest of the stream like this.
I just thought you had a really big honker, you know.
That's what I thought too. I didn't say anything. I let him explain it before.
Yeah, I was like, dude, that thing felt like it was this big on my face.
You know what happens when you assume, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, Mike, do you happen to have any Widowmaker V2s in the flesh?
Not yet. It should be here this week.
Okay.
I'm hoping for it to be here this week. We ordered one in PA12 and one in TPU just to see how it's going to come out.
Hey, Roy.
If the TPU comes out, I would like to call dibs.
I knew that was coming.
Hey, you know, it may just be a rubber mod. I don't know.
You know what? If it's a floppy rubber mod, I still fucking want it. I still want it. I'll put it together. I'll try and vape that thing.
It'll be called classic.
Go it out. Yeah,
holding it like this, and you gotta like.
it said it was like we now offer SLS TPU. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna try it.
Dude, knowing your
colors.
Huh?
You know what? I think you got a leprechaun in your house somewhere because sometimes you step in shit. So I'll bet you any amount of money that's gonna turn out the tits. Watch. I bet you it is.
Maybe.
Is the TPU available in any other colors, or just it can come in any color you want as long as it's black?
No, actually, I've got it coming in white.
Nice.
And
I wonder how it's going to take dye.
Like 6 or 7 different colors.
I wonder if it'll take dye.
I'm kind of wondering myself.
Ooh. That sounds interesting.
Give me 1 second, gentlemen.
You don't have time to do that. Actually, no. From what I heard from your wife, should be back any second now. Told you.
It was our anniversary. Got to make it real quick. I went 4 seconds instead of 3 this time.
I'm planning on making up for my last year's horrible excuse for Mother's Day. So I'm hoping the stuff that I've ordered actually shows up in time. But I've kind of gone a little more out than usual.
Okay, I am going to make a comment here as well. This morning, you guys all saw me post a post on the Facebook.
Yeah.
And if you went back there, you'll notice it's been deleted.
Yep.
When I came on, it said my account had been logged into. Then I changed my password. They did nothing if they did. So I don't know what happened there. So I got that fixed back up. And
Never look at porn on the work computer.
so then I see a message. It says Facebook user. And it says that their money had been canceled. This user is no longer available. I knew who the user was. I did say his name in the chat in the Facebook post, but we did delete it because it was a misunderstanding. I'm not about slander, and that's what I told him too. Because
it's not about slander, it's about fucking truth.
hold on,
People
he
out.
got his account back. As soon as he woke up, he got his account back. He contacted me on the same account that said Facebook user. It said Facebook user, and then it went back to his original name.
Oh, so he blocked you, then unblocked you, and blocked you again.
No, because he could still talk to me. And he said, I don't know what happened. Please send me another payment method other than the Facebook Pay. And I'll pay it right now.
Oh, all right.
I haven't sent him the payment method yet. I was a little busy today.
Rebuildable Ryan said he paid through Facebook as well.
Yeah, no.
I
Everybody
only
else
paid through PayPal.
Everybody else's payments have cleared except for just this one.
And my payment, even though I did it through PayPal or did it through Facebook Pay, it still came from PayPal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
So yeah, no, everybody's payments went through except for this one. And I was quick to say, just boot him because I figured he was gone.
Hey, Jason.
But now that we're at, I will sit with him tomorrow and talk to him a little bit more and see where it was.
So have you made any more? Have you done any more work on a 21700 Boro device?
Every time he looks
you
at that thing,
gotta strike while the iron's hot on those ones.
every time he looks at the design for his Burrow device, it's like looking at an angry Rottweiler. He's like, I fucking hate this thing.
So, besides that, I do want to give.
It's only because Charles had popped in another one of the live feeds and was taking questions, and he did say that, or did mention that 21700 stash boxes, like they exist.
I know they do. And my problem is my design is real close to a stash box, so I would rather it not.
Yeah, but honestly, when it comes to a 21700 Burrow device, you're either going to look exactly like a large billet box or the stash box, one or the other.
I look like a large billet box, kind of.
Unless you do something that's completely uncomfortable, like the fucking Sunbox version.
Well, the only real way you could switch it up is if you put the face on the other flat side for the board and had it.
Do you know, Robert? You know what my catalyst looks like?
That's your mech, isn't it?
No, it was a DNA 75C, but it was the one with the two doors on the sides, where it had the 21700 in the bottle behind it. That's what it looks exactly like that, but the wheel enters from the rear.
So here's the thing, Mike, slim it down and put a fucking DNA 60 in it. It doesn't need a DNA 75. Just Charles Rowe puts a DNA 75 in everything doesn't mean you have to. So put a fucking DNA 60 in it.
I use DNA 75s because I love DNA 75s.
Well, all right, that's because you love it. Sell what the fucking people want, not what you want.
So, I mean, if you're sticking with a battery tube and screw design,
No,
Yeah.
it's not battery tube.
you could have the battery tube in the middle,
Hey, Matt.
Or-
Hey,
or-
Steve. Hey, guys.
and then the board on. So it kind of be Boro battery board, kind of like a sandwich design. They would all be separated, which is ideal. You're not going to get any juice on your chip, which is nice about the.
That's exactly how it's designed already, Robert.
Oh, okay.
It's the Boro goes through the back of the mod. To the side of the mod is the battery, and on the front of the mod is the DNA 75C. That's currently how it is set up. If I do have a design, if I was going to go with a 60,
Because your prints for those, what, are 18, 20 bucks, something like that?
All right. I got a question.
For at least for like prototyping purposes.
All right.
Yeah, 20, 25 bucks.
Okay, so I got a question for you, Mike, and it's going to sound silly. I'm not into the boards as much as you guys, as far as like the internal specs. For the DNA 75C, can you change where the buttons go? Can you remote those buttons somewhere else?
Yeah.
So what if you did, all right, a slim down box and turned just the display sideways and put it on the top of the box next to the mouthpiece?
You'd have to get cable extensions, which I know you already had someone lined up that was going to make you cable extensions.
Now, if you put the display on the top of the box, that would take away from the boxiness where you got to make it like fucking wide and fat. You could turn the display up on its side and then just put the buttons on the side in any configuration you want. That right there will be completely different. And the cool part is if you're holding it and you put the fire button like on the other side, like a finger, so your mouthpiece is here, your display's here, and your button's all the way over here. When you're vaping it, you're actually looking right at your fucking display as you're hitting it.
Right.
Now,
No,
the star plat is good. My favorite side-by-side mod is it's out of Russia. It's the.
I know what you're talking about. That was that one that got traded around a couple times between Steve Turek.
No, I'm the original owner of it. It's the Union 2.0 by Russ Mods.
The Union. That's that. Well,
yeah. And
Steve
it takes a 21700. And I don't have it handy with me, but I did a review on it, Steve. You know where to find it.
So here's the thing. I've been enlightened to a new board that I've been very intrigued with, thanks to Robert. Now, if I could just get one, we'd be golden.
Let me send him another message. Do you have a ballpark on how many boards you need?
I want one to test first.
Okay.
You got to fit around it and build around it, but then I'll probably order a handful of them at that point.
Honestly, Mike, between you and I, not being a dick about it, I would order 10 boards. The reason why I say that is if you could order 10 boards, even if you don't like the board, you can sell the others. I'll guarantee there'll be someone who'll snatch them up, especially Michael Cowan over at Side by Side Mods, because he makes the hummingbird.
I know.
If you bought Star Plats and you wanted to just get your money back, I'll guarantee you he'll buy them.
It's Vitaly Asinkin. He's like the distributor, or he runs the Russ Mods, which is I wouldn't say mass manufacturer, but they make the Union mods. They make basically all the mods that have a Star Plat.
Yeah, because I'm interested in the Star Plat. Now, as for Boro, I actually like the DNA 60 idea with a 21700.
That would be a beast right there.
And I'm kind of thinking of a way that it would work.
Okay.
I have an idea in my head, which would cut a lot of size off, a whole lot of size.
All right.
A whole lot of size.
Shoot it.
But
No, Philly Rust is not. It's not Bad Bear Mods. It's Rust Mods. They do the Union series. They have a bunch of different. I think it's rustmods.com if you want to see their stuff.
Their stuff is really pretty. They have some nice mods.
And they're very reasonably priced too.
Yeah, with Rust Mods, the Union and stuff like that, I'm surprised there's not a lot more of their mods out there.
It's because you can't you can't order through the website. It won't allow you to ship to the U.S. That's why I had to get a hold of Vitaly. Someone's like, if you're interested, email this or contact this guy, and it's Vitaly, and he made a PayPal link for me to take care of it.
Nice.
yeah, Ryan, I agree with you on that sentiment. But there is people out there that want them. But I'm also working on something else that I got to get finished wrapped up.
Better.
I'm working on it.
I'm from Vegas. I will stop now. Podunk, Wayne, Michigan, wherever the hell you are.
I don't live in Podunk Town, all right?
Compared to Vegas, yeah, you do.
It wouldn't surprise me, Steve, that another Russian modder would have Starplat stuff, seeing as it's a Russian-made board. They'd have easier access to it, I'd imagine.
I like the fact with the Starplat that it's smaller than a DNA 60.
Yes.
And it's 75 watts.
And it's 75 watts. And it's got actually it uses a tilt sensor or a gyroscopic sensor for its adjustment, but the menu is real simple and intuitive.
So there's definitely
more upgrades and
definitely something to look into. I'm definitely looking
Holy
into them.
shit.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Oh, speaking of boards, so I go on and I place my order for some DNAs today.
I thought Nick was going to hook you up.
Well, I got a really good deal at my other place because I bought so many of them. I will be contacting Nick probably in future orders.
Yeah.
Because I got burned on this one. 12 of them are on back order.
So my S61 from 415, it wasn't making any progress. I guess it got returned back to the shipper. So he's going to DHL. I thought I had paid for DHL, but he sent it a different method. But he's going to DHL it to me. That's been like a month overdue. It's a mesh wicking Genesis style Addy, Bill.
Really?
It's like the baby brother to the S91.
Ooh.
I remember my Origeny. I kind of hated that thing.
I got one of those.
Some of the Jennies are coming back.
Hold on, guys. Before you vape on your Origeny, make sure you tilt it upward so that way you can get your wicks wet, or vape it like this.
No, you got to do that. You got to tilt it upside down and swirl it one time.
Mine does all right. Mine's got a mesh wick set up in it though.
I don't.
But you naturally tilt your mod anyway, so I never had an issue with Jenny's. Just with mesh, always had an issue with mesh.
No, regular Jenny style tanks I don't have an issue with. They usually wick really well. It's just the Origeny I always had an issue with, the original.
Yeah. Well, that was my problem, like with the RDTAs, like the Limitless and stuff like that. My problem is if you wicked it properly, it would vapor lock. But if you wicked it so where it wouldn't vapor lock, it would fucking leak all over as soon as you tilted it.
Yeah.
See, I never had leaking issues. What I always did is I moved the cotton for the vapor lock issue. I moved the cotton from, when you shove it down in the hole.
Yeah.
I would push it towards the outside of the deck so the hole would be on the inside a little bit.
Okay.
If you did tilt it, it would leak up into the cotton itself.
Okay. That sounds fair.
Outward, and then you leave your breather airs just a little bit.
Yeah, me and Bill were talking about that before the show. Like I was talking about how the Riviera, how it's ingenious how they had the wicking, how they had that tiny little breather hole, because the negative pressure when you're drawing on it would actually you could vape the tank completely dry even if you didn't have wicks going all the way down to the bottom.
Yep, it'll just pull. See, I liked when it comes to the Limitless that you were talking about. The very first one, loved it.
Yeah, that was when Limitless still had it. Once they let fucking iJoy take over the design.
Well, they didn't really let iJoy take over.
Yeah, that's true.
iJoy just kind of did.
They got it back though. The last two iterations were Limitless.
But
it's still with that shitty fucking gold deck. I mean, and I don't mean to sound like Jay, but I fucking hate gold decks. I really do. I think it looks so cheesy.
Okay, so now that you brought the name out into the light, I'm not going to name anybody's name.
Now that you brought the name up, I'm not going to name any names.
But I was contacted by somebody that got in on the drop to ask me to build one to send to him. Now, hold on.
Any publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, that's true.
Mark's already started the memes, okay? So don't even go there.
I saw the one.
Yeah, I told him to fuck off.
Well, you know how nuts he is about 3D printed mods.
I know.
He is. He loves his 3D print.
I'm not generally his biggest fan, but it is something on the table that I'm going to sit down and talk with this person about. At the end of the day, I work my ass off on the devices that we build, and if it will help the exposure, then business.
Mike, take me for example, all right? So nobody would review the Sila except for Ambition's mods because he hates Jay and he knew it would get his goat if he reviewed it.
Right.
I reviewed the mod and I got a little bit of flack for it. I had 250 subscribers, like 245, 250 subscribers. I lost 3 hazers that messaged me and said, I'm actually dropping you. I'm not going to subscribe. There was a reason nobody touched this mod. But the funny part is over the next month, that video was watched so many times and I shot up to 650 subscribers.
Right. No, I know.
So even bad publicity can help you.
Bad publicity is good publicity because all publicity is still publicity.
Yep.
This is true.
Yeah, when I did my Sila review, I pretty much said right up front, this like it has been cloned. So
yeah.
Regardless of where you feel, I vote with your pocketbook and
yeah, exactly. Exactly. It doesn't matter because even like I'm using Jay as an example, so I'm not directing this at Jay. But even if you send it to Jay and he hates it, the video is going to reach enough people that even if Jay smashes it, there's a couple people going, why did he smash that? That was actually a really nice mod. The only time I've seen him smash it sometimes is usually because of stupid stuff.
Or if the BMM clone crap pops up, you're going to have those people that it looks similar enough to a BMM. I want a BMM, but I can't fucking get on a list for a BMM.
Yep.
And you're so.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you're going to catch is all those BMM fanboys who can't get one. They're gonna have to buy one somewhere, and you know what? It's close enough to where they're gonna say, "Oh, I need one of those." Then.
Well, here's how I see it with my mods. Philly Vapes, 110,000% do I stand behind my devices. I spend a lot of time and a lot of work, and in the design process, and in the build process of these. Anybody that's got one will tell you that I don't cut any corners.
Yeah, I can attest to that probably more so than anybody else. You put all of your drops on hold until you got my mod taken care of.
Yes, I did.
And that wasn't, and it was a long time.
It was until it was right. It wasn't right. It wasn't right. So what my main thing is I don't want to be known as the guy that followed behind BMM. Okay. I am not BMM. I have nothing to do with them. My designs are my designs.
That's the Widowmaker V1, guys. Plates by Chris Sonker over at CS Wood Designs, though. But these are...
The V2 is even smaller?
The new one is even smaller.
Yeah. I mean, but these mods are fucking tits. They're smooth. They're soft in the hand. It is a great mod.
So I go out of my way to do things. Sadly, I go out of my way to do things different from BMM, so I don't get lumped into that scenario. Okay, because we are a different company that happens to make the same type of mods.
Yeah,
it is the reason why we don't have a Boro device out for anybody that wants to know, because he dropped one and I'm not going to follow suit. That is why I do not have a Boro device out. YouTube both know I've had one sitting in my computer for months.
Yeah.
So we went a different route with what we were coming out with next.
And anyone that's familiar with product design and everything, even if you have something that releases the same
within a couple days, it doesn't work that way.
Well, how long did I sit on Widowmaker V1, Bill?
Yeah, you did.
And how many, for example, on just high-end stuff and things that look alike, how many exposed or partially exposed battery stab wood mods look the same?
Oh, yeah.
Like, fucking all of them.
What we said on the Widowmaker V1 for probably 3-4 months before I said screw it and just released it.
Yeah. That's
because
a fair...
I knew the moment we released it, it was going to get called a Billy Club clone. And what's happened the day it got released?
Oh, yeah.
It blew up in BMM as a Billy Club clone. Now, Charles did come out and say it is not a clone of a Billy Club.
Yeah, even in my review, I pointed out the differences.
Now the Rewind and the Widowmaker V2 cannot be said that they were. You cannot say they were cloned from anybody, because I've yet to see anything that's close to that.
The Blackjack, maybe.
Nope. That's a shortened Billy Club without the swoop in it.
Yeah.
Or
and the Widowmaker V2, there's no Squonk mod with a drop RDA.
Widowmaker V2 has a 10mm drop deck.
Damn. How deep is, or how wide is the cup though? Like how big of atomizers can you get on it?
You can fit a 20 or 22 with a beauty ring. You can 25 will bump the edges. So 24 softly, very comfortably. 22 with a beauty ring comfortably.
So no, that was the only difference between the tiny V2 and the tiny V2.5 is the V2.5 would fit a 25mm Addy.
Yep.
Right, but we're still rocking on 75C boards, not a 250C. So you really don't need nothing bigger than a 24 on a 75C.
Agreed. Yeah.
So it has the same deck as the current Widowmaker, the Rewind. I always go with a 25mm deck, and then I contour the edges. I break the edges, which cuts it down to about 24.5 on the overhang. But we do that for things to look nice, and a nice RDA with a beauty ring on it fits beautifully.
It's a nice transition from mod to Addy.
Right.
Speaking of Addy, Bill, anything more from Aspire?
Aspire asked me to design a mod to go with it. I slapped something together very quickly. Hey, Carlos. So I slapped the mod design together to, it's going to be proposed to them with the RDA. So
is it a side-by-side?
No, it's not a side-by-side. It's going to be a Squonk. but it's going to be the RDA. The way I did my deck design, it can be converted into an RTA, an RDTA. So I did like that aspect of it. But the mod that I designed is all right. Am I okay to talk about this, Mike? It shares some design aspects with other mods, but it's more of a box, and it's more of like a. Do you remember when Aspire did that? The Squonk mod.
Is it going to be ambidextrous or not?
Yes, it will be ambidextrous. But do you remember when Aspire did that Squonk mod that looked like the handle of a 1911?
Yeah.
All right. It's going to be similar to that.
The smoke mag?
No, not the smoke mag. Aspire did one, and it looked similar to like the pistol grip.
Okay.
But it was not the smoke mag.
No, you're talking about the Revo.
That's it.
Feedling kit.
Aspire Revo.
The Feedling kit.
But I want it to be a true Squonk mod with bottom style bottle, similar to this. Similar to this, that type bottle.
You can fill through the bottom.
Yep, and it's going to be a snap-in. Same as this, only it's going to have just something a little different than everything else. Something no other Squonk box mod has.
Are you squishing his head?
No, I was just saying just a little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Well,
so the biggest issue I had with the dagger is for filling it from the bottom is once juice is on that O-ring, and if you've filled the bottle up decently, it'll pop when you go to squonk. It'll pop that bottom fill plug out.
Oh, I have the V2. I have the V2. It's the you turn it over and you unscrew this right here.
Oh, mine. I have I have that cap, and then there's one that has it's a plug with an O-ring that you can just pull out while the bottle's in there.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't want that one. I was so happy when this one had this one.
And what they could have done to fix that, they could have still had an O-ring, but instead they should have just done a reverse threaded quarter turn.
Yeah.
For that plug.
This has the double O-ring up in the top section here going into the feed.
Oh, I wanna put something out. I don't mean to change the subject, but I'm gonna change the subject really quickly. Like,
go ahead.
Last week, because this is officially Rhino's show originally, but officially is.
It still is.
I spoke to Dominic for about a good hour and a half the other day. He called me.
Nice.
I'm not going to go into too far details of what's going on. He's been really sick the last few weeks. He does not have the Rona, or at least did not have the Rona. But he just hasn't had the energy to get up and go into his computer room. So
yeah, he said last I heard from him, he said he actually hasn't even vaped in like a month.
Yeah, when I was talking to him, he was vaping when we were in there.
Oh, so it's okay.
He was feeling a lot better. We did
him.
video chat for about an hour. He called me, and we talked. And he was supposed to be setting up a show to come on. He wanted me to set up a little live show for him to come on. So we set up a Zoom room that night, and I haven't heard from him since. He didn't make it to the live show, so maybe he wasn't feeling good again and just went back to bed. I don't know, but he definitely has not been feeling well. So that give everybody a note where he has been. I wanted to put that out there, guys.
Yeah, I got to talk with him for maybe about 45 minutes last week. I think it was like on Monday. Might have been Wednesday, but yeah.
It was Wednesday because it was the night before my hour-long show. He probably called you right after he talked to me. Because I cut him off to go back to work.
Well, don't I feel like the fucking black sheep of the family now?
You got some splaining to do, Dom.
So he will be back. He's just trying to get through his stuff.
Yeah. Speaking of VR mods, Batman, I sent him my Rhino mech. He should have received it today. So I'm not sure if he's actually going to review it or not. Hopefully he does, but I think it's right up his alley.
Just to let you know, if you let Zoe out, you better let her back in because she's out there chasing wild animals.
Oh, Jesus. Be right back. We're not Poduck, I swear.
That's funny. Yes, Philly, these fucking O-rings.
Someone's got to mean that.
Oh, yeah.
What mod was that on?
Oh, I don't remember. Jesus Christ. But it's been a staple of a joke.
Steve had a vouch thread today, and Mark Weenus was having some fun with some screen caps from Philly's videos.
Oh, jeez.
It was great. A vouch thread is always better when you got Weenus in there.
Hey, Mark, you can't retract that before I had seen it.
Oh, Regan. Holy shit. He's not in the chat, too. Guess what I fucking bought yesterday?
What's that?
I got a, oh God, I can't remember the name of it now. Who did I buy it from? Philly? Philly. Damn it.
I got a steal on an S-Tank. An absolute steal on an S-Tank with the black accessories.
What? How much?
$80.
What? Dude, that's like $140.
More than that, but yeah.
Dude. Yeah, no, I've seen S-Tanks go for $140 by themselves with no accessories.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Philly, because Philly bought my S-Tank with the black accessories for a bit more than that. Mine was in better condition. You have to say mine was in better condition than the one that we sold.
So I'm trying to remember who it was. I think it was Philly. It had to be that I bought oh no, it wasn't Philly. It was Chris St. Clair. I got a Nick Pinkerton mod off of him. I don't know which one. I can't remember which one it was, but it's like it's
got Chris St. Clair doors on it.
No, it doesn't.
Speaking of mods, I picked up an Onamaro that had a broken battery tab.
Yeah,
it didn't prevent the battery from. I mean, it didn't make the battery fall out or anything. It still held in fine. But I think I picked that up for $30 or $40, and Nick told me just go ahead and send it to him. He can take care of.
Mark said it. It was. I couldn't remember if it was the Katana or the Oni, but it's the Katana 21700 Katana, and he gave me a really, really good deal.
Make sure it's not a clone. They did clone the Katana.
No, it's yeah, that's true, Philly. Yeah, it's oh, dude, great deal on it. I'm happy. I'm just fucking. And the funny part is I'm gonna burn that douchebag from fucking Snowcap Mods when I do the up close on that mod.
About what?
Oh, you have no idea. Oh God. So
were you supposed to get a katana before?
No. I wasn't supposed to get a katana. So we have this guy. His name is Dan. I'm just gonna leave it at that. He owns Snowcap Mods. He lives in China, but he's an American. And we let him in the group. He was running this first mod called I forgot what it was, the Handy, which every time I said the word handy, I just felt so fucking stupid because that's exactly it, Mike. I was thinking about getting somebody sitting back and punching my munchkin. But fucking but
he admits it's a munchkin.
So so we let him advertise his mods in the group because he sent me one, and I was like, okay, no problem. Mark and I discussed it. Chris Sonker was making doors for him, and then he releases this mod that looks exactly like one of Nick Pinkerton's mods, and he called it the Avalanche. So he asked me to review it, and I said, okay, I'll review it, and he wanted advertising. Okay. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, I ran into trouble. You're going to have to pay full RRP for the mod. And it's a piece of shit. I never reviewed it. I refused to. And he got mad at me because I told him, you charge me full price for this thing. If I review it, I review it. If I don't, I don't. But I paid full RRP. So it's up to me whether I fucking review it. So right now I'm just a customer who has the review channel. So I said, okay, no problem. And I let it go. And he still continued to advertise his mods. And I had heard from others that he was selling the mods, 3 or so a week. So he turns around and he makes a side-by-side mod. And it's not that great. It's a 21700. It looks okay. But same SLS printing. It's eh. And he got mad because he wanted me to pay for it. And I told him, you know what? I let you get away with the Avalanche. You were supposed to advertise the Handy. I let you get away with the Avalanche. I said, but understand, the advertising and stuff doesn't come with this review. You're charging me for the mod again, so I'm sorry. No free
you're charging me consumer price. It's going to get the consumer treatment.
Yeah. So he went running to poor Mark in the chat. Mark's in the chat now. He went running to poor Matt like a schoolroom sissy, or Mark, excuse me. And you know what? And I'm standing by it. You know what? You're charging me. That is, we have reviewers here, and you're a reviewer. No offense. There's what I call sponsored reviews, and then just straight reviews. If I pay for it and I review it, that's just a straight review. If you're sending me a mod for review, that's a sponsored review. And I let people know that.
Yeah.
But he wanted free advertising in the Squonk Life group. He wanted to continue posting his links and posting his sales site, and then tried to tell me, well, you didn't help me anyway. I didn't sell a single mod. I heard you were selling 3 to 5 a week. What the fuck? Who's lying? And the guy who told me he's selling 3 to 5 a week, I'll believe him any day of the week over that guy. So I kind of let it go, but his mod looks very much like a Mod Bros mod. So one of his fanboys, and I know he's got these guys posting in our group like that, because all of a sudden, out of nowhere, after he and I had this disagreement, like fucking 4 people start posting his mods, pictures of his mods in the group. And the one guy posts a picture going, look at this. It's a 2700 mod. And I quote, it's smaller than all 18650s. Well, that is physically impossible. There's no way you can make a 21700 smaller than an 18650. It is impossible.
Mod-wise.
Exactly, mod. He's saying the mod is smaller than
the battery, regardless how you look at it. The battery's bigger, unless your battery was no top, no bottom of the mod. Physically impossible. But I will tell you, I will state that the Widowmaker V2 it's a taller mod. You know that, Bill.
Yeah.
The Rewind, when I got the Rewind, I was like, holy shit, this mod is tiny. And then when I did the specs comparison and found out that the Widowmaker V2 is only 6 mils taller and 4 mils wider,
I
was like, holy shit. But there's no way I could have made it smaller than the Rewind. Yeah. I was just happy to bring within 6 mils of the Rewind.
Yeah. Mark Linkus is absolutely correct. It looks exactly like a katana without the whale tail on the top of it. So it doesn't have that flare off the top of it. But still, he got called out on it, and he took a picture from Mark Linkus of his mod next to a geocycloid. Now, first of all, a geocycloid is not the smallest 18650 if anyone's had one. They're decent sized box mods. But don't sit there and try and compare yours to a geocyclade and go, look, it's smaller than 18650s. No, it's not. And if you look at the picture, it was actually his mod was sticking out past on each side of the cycloid. So there was no way it. So what I want to do is I'm going to grab a Mod Bros mod, review it, and go, wow, look at the build quality. So much better. Look at this. Oh, here's a similar mod, but this one's a piece of shit. This has Chinese manufacturing. What's up, Eric? Yeah, look at that. This one. And he got mad at me because in the first video for the Handy, I hate that fucking name. The first video for the Handy, he got mad at me because I told him it was made in China. And he goes, it's not made in China. I said, are you in China? He goes, yeah. I said, was it made there? He goes, yeah. I said, it was manufactured in fucking China. Just because you're an American doesn't mean it's American made. You're in China. It was made in China. I am not going to specify it was made in China by an American. Who gives a shit? All they're going to hear is made in China. Eric is here. Eric is a genius when it comes to wood. Dude, that my 510 stand is fucking beautiful. And if you notice, every time I take a picture of my bench and I take a picture of a mod on my bench, I make sure that 510 stand is right behind the picture.
Okay, since we're talking about wood, don't everybody get excited. Don't get excited. I'm going to show you my wood.
Oh, that's pretty. Look at that big slice of burl.
Yeah, it's flaming box elder burl.
Speaking of wood, I finally picked out a block for from Chris Sonker.
What was that?
I got a big chunk of cherry coming, and then I got some spalted maple down at the bottom of the box. It came today.
Ooh.
Yeah, I finally picked out a block, or there finally was a block that Chris had that I liked, so that he'll finally be able to start work on the Spartan.
Eric, I've been buying. There's a guy I follow. If you hit me up, I can get you and connect with him. I buy all my burls off of him. Like I said, the spalted. That I'll show you real quick here since we're on camera. Real quick, this piece of box elder cost me about $40. It's pretty thick, as you can see, for a burl. Then I know it's only spalted maple.
But spalted maple is fucking beautiful.
Yeah, wait till I tell you what I paid for this piece. I just got to get it out of the box. I can't get my wood out of her box.
Can't get your wood out of her box?
Okay, so this
that's pretty nice big live edge on that too.
Okay.
That's pretty. You
can see how big it is compared to my head.
Yeah.
I paid $10 for this block.
Wow. I gotta get a little alcohol. So Eric,
my guy is really good at pricing. Yeah, that spalted I paid $10 for, and the box elder I paid $40. So it's $50. I think I paid $65 after it was shipped or something, $70.
Hey Eric, watch this.
And I got a really, really, really nice piece of cherry burl coming from him too. A bigger one.
Wait a second. I'm gonna show. Eric never saw this box. The one that I'm gonna be sending you, Mike. But I'm gonna have to turn on my light so you can see it properly.
Did you lube it up and get it shiny?
That's what I'm doing now. All right.
Stroke your wood.
I'm stroking my wood. Hold on. I can't get enough friction.
I used to have a stabilized wood mod. That thing's fucking gorgeous.
That's this is triple dyed box elder. Hold on, wait a second. Let me get some more and let me see if I can do this side. Alcohol evaporates so damn fast. This is the back side.
E-juice works really well too.
Yeah. Yeah, this thing It looks like it's on fucking fire. Hey, Robert, did you see that?
No, sorry, I was looking
Making my
down.
next mod out of.
Chris's?
No, Mike is.
Oh,
I'm making him a mod.
nice.
That's
The
the
crown.
triple dyed.
That's literally fire.
It looks like it's on fire. I love this thing. And I picked it up for $90 shipping from Russia.
Yikes.
Well, when you get a really good block, that's generally what they cost. I'm a little bit on the inexpensive side, just because I know where I got to be to make a profit on the stuff that I do. I just showed Dom. I got 4 blocks for him.
Nice.
But I just got done. I think I showed you the other night, Bill, the see-through block.
Oh yeah.
A piece of maple burl, stabilized red, where all the tips on it, on the red wood, where the live edges inside the resin, went black.
Oh,
and the
nice.
wood is red. So what we did is we put black at the top of it with streaks of red through it, and then mixed it with clear at the block side. So when they actually form together, you see streaks of black and red coming through the silver, but you can see straight through the block. It's a gorgeous block.
Eric, you're real close. The picture doesn't do it justice. It's red, yellow, and purple. It looks like lava. I love this thing. Oh, dude. Mike's got some badass blocks. I love Mike's blocks. And Jason, one day you'll order one of Eric's stands. Eric, how far are you on my stand? I got to ask that. Yeah, when he got done with my 510 stand, I was like, I got to have an Addy stand. Oh, my God. Dude, his work is beautiful.
I mean, I got some really nice sticks from the Toys for Tot waffle that I have yet to like feature or start making use of.
Nice.
But yeah, some really nice stabilized pieces. I'm not sure. They didn't say who they were made by, but they're nice.
What were they?
From the Toys for Tot charity waffle, I got a couple of Addy stands.
I think you got one from Bill Barton. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if Eric Martin actually, I think he did donate one.
That Toys for Tot raffle was just such bad timing.
Yeah, it was. It a lot of shit got fucked up.
Yeah, because I actually was supposed to be donating.
Oh, just a second, guys.
Yeah,
so the Toys for Tots
donate a bunch of juice.
Yeah, Mark and I were talking this year. We're gonna start hitting everybody around September. But one of the things that I made was everything either needs to be received or tracking received by December 1st.
So who am I sending to?
No more of that last minute going, oh shit, get it in, because there was stuff that didn't go out till almost March, and that was crazy.
Who am I sending it all to?
What do you mean? Oh, I don't know. Last time we did it, I believe Kerry and Chris are taking over that.
Okay.
Because we wound up letting Kerry and Chris take over, and then basically everybody just pitched in money and sent it to them to get the shipping done on it.
Okay. Because this year I'll probably donate a couple pink pens. I'll definitely do a bunch of juice. And maybe we'll throw one of mine in.
There you go.
Well,
that's definitely worth the price of admission.
We'll throw the other half of that fire block in.
Ah! I don't know about that.
Or that new material.
Wait a second. Yeah, that's true. We were talking about starting really early this year. I would like to, I don't know if we can do it this year, but I was going to see about, like Kerry and I had talked about it, like doubling up and doing a two-parter. One giveaway in like June or July, and then another one in December.
Like a Christmas in July.
Yes.
Raffle?
Christmas in July, something like that, try and get everybody rolling and in the mood. But I don't know. I just don't know if I don't know if the community could take 2 charity waffles a year. You know what I mean?
I bet you do, Mark.
What's up, G-Spot?
I'm actually looking at possibly working my machine. I've actually come up with a way to be able to mold almost complete mods.
Really?
Yes. I know with my design, once I get the machine in, it'll be here tomorrow. I'm going to start working on a custom mold that will allow me to do the truckers in pure resin or that other material without having to send them out to the machinist.
Yeah, all right. That's a great idea.
It'll be something that I can actually machine on my machine.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's a good idea. Whoops. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to click that.
As for the Helix, I can probably make a mold.
Yeah.
For the Helix that will allow me to mold the Helix bodies.
Nice.
Maybe. There's a lot of things to consider in it, so.
Yeah, I got you. Vaporized nomads used to cast resin mods. Holy shit. Holy crap.
Jesus, Pete.
Hey, Nick. So yesterday I bought something. No, I apologize. Sunday I bought a katana 2100 or 21700. Finally got one.
And Nick, don't worry, I'm not going to go beat up a cancer patient.
Yeah, don't beat up a cancer patient. Cancer survivor? Maybe. Depends on how bad he pissed you off, right?
It depends how stupid she was. I mean, he was. Hey, I got to pick my battles I can win.
Yeah. I picked up that one you made. It was blue with like glitter in it. It was blue with glitter in it. I got it for a pretty fair price, so I'm happy with it.
Oh.
I'm trying to remember it's driving me crazy. I don't remember who the fuck I bought that from. I think it was Philly. I'm not definite though. Driving me crazy.
Oh, Chris Clash, I just saw your message. Yeah, I think they came out really well. I definitely do. We did a a custom in his Widowmaker under the Black Widow bill.
Yeah.
We put his kid's initials in it.
Wait, say that again?
Under the Widowmaker, under the Widow, in the battery tube section, we engraved out the letters of his kid's initials.
Nice. Yes, the katana was from Chris St. Clair. It was that bluish, that blue purple one with the glitter in it.
You said that earlier, but then you went right back to accusing Philly again.
Wait, what?
Exactly. You don't fucking remember 3 seconds ago.
No, it was Chris St. Clair. Because you asked me if I got Chris St. Clair doors on it.
Right. I was being a smartass. Because remember the soccer doors?
No. Shit. No, that comment from Nick just scared the shit out of me. I like the blurple color though. I really do. I kind of got little, you know what? The funny thing is, like, Mark made a comment. If you spray painted a turd a nice color blue, I'll buy it. I don't get it. Just for some reason, blue mods, they're my thing. That's my jam. Blue mods or blue and white Delrin. That's it. I'm sold.
Sorry about that.
Oh,
Had
No
my
worries, no worries.
neighbor call me up. He's at lady friend's house, and she couldn't get her TV to connect to her phone's hotspot. So they're asking me, like, one, it's a Vizio TV. Two, they're using an Android, and like if it was Vizio's one thing. If it was an Apple, like, you know, an iPhone, then I could totally sort that out.
Oh, are you like tech support for all your friends and family?
Yep. Oh, even prior to doing it professionally, yeah, I'm the one that gets called.
Hey, Bill,
Yes, sir.
when it comes to because they were talking about that mod possibly being dyed or painted or whatever, there's 2 colors of dyes for blue.
Yes.
There is Roberts. Actually, there's 3 colors. There's Roberts, a little darker than Roberts, a bit lighter than Roberts.
Are you bragging to Nick about how you've figured out gray?
No, why should I be?
Yeah. It's an ongoing thing with Nick, the gray, the shark skin gray.
It's a pain in the ass. Okay, so your mod is actually getting printed in a different material.
Whose mod? Mine?
Roberts,
Okay.
because he wanted frost gray.
He said he figured out gray. It's called the Lumide.
No, actually, Nick, it's not. I will give you a little tip. If
All right,
you print,
Eric.
if you
Just a
print
tip.
in
Just a
straight
tip.
SLS PA12 white body, the gray will go so dark that it's almost black. You have to print an HP PA12. It's the only way you're going to get a beautiful frost gray out of it.
HPPA 12.
Yeah, it's multi-jet fusion. The mod actually comes somewhat gray already.
The Skelly mod, that's what that Skelly's printed in.
Yes.
That gray you're seeing on the Skelly, that is how it comes.
Yep.
All right, so I got a question. How does Submonkey get that beautiful gray out of their mods?
They very possibly could be doing HP PA12.
Most the high-end 3D printed mods are using the HP machines. That's why they don't have layers. Sunboxes stuff, and yeah.
Multi-jet fusion. Now we do SLS, and I do also do MJF as well. It depends on what I'm trying to get out of the device. Like Robert ordered one, and he wanted frost gray.
But yeah,
so
MJF will give you a nice gray just right out the gun. Great.
But if you put it with the frost gray dye, there's actually a pump on my Facebook that is done in frost gray, and it is one of the best frost grays I've ever done. It's beautiful. But now I did an SLS Peacemaker, and it's a little bit darker than frost gray. It's not the right shade, but it's what we got, and it's what I can do with it. And I'm trying to get the man his mod, you know what I mean? So the MJF is the way to go to get a good gray. And I only
it's almost Illumide looking.
Huh?
The MJF is almost Illumide looking.
Almost, yes. Now it's just not textured like Illumide.
I don't know. It's pretty close.
It a little bit.
Oh, Bert disappeared again.
Yeah, I see that.
He does that.
Yeah, sorry. When kids are present, I do that.
Absolutely no worries.
You're good, man. So
actually, just give me a moment. I'll grab the Skelly. You can see that's what it's printed in.
Go ahead, grab it.
Yeah, because I actually hooked Dom up with his printing place.
So let me guess. You got the rewind?
Widow.
Oh, a widow. What?
A Widow 1.
Where's your rewind?
It's at the shop sitting on my desk.
Yeah.
It's still got that other juice in it that I don't want to vape, and I don't feel like changing it. I would love to hold it. I just don't want to vape the juice.
Yeah, I'm mad because my battery's dying because I was like, I've been vaping the shit out of the dagger with the Narca on top, but it's the juice is running low and the battery's almost dead, and I'm like, I really don't want to fucking fill it and change the battery while we're sitting here. So I'm like, I'll just go to the side by sides.
Yeah, and when it comes to painting mods, I've done the paint on the mods.
It's actually more metallic and glossy than Illumide.
That is cool looking. That really is.
He was just going to shelf the whole design.
He should know.
I told him. I said, dude, somebody out there is going to want it.
Yep.
Even for a deco piece.
There's a couple people who bought him.
Right. And he's to the point where he wanted to make helmets and hats and
helmets are on the way.
All right. I got to say this. I love Dom like family. But sometimes he is so fucking ADD all over the place. He's got like plans on plans on plans. He's got himself so fucking spread thin.
I know somebody else like that.
Arted.
Not me.
Yeah, you're like that too. You are. What do you guys think about Arted?
Artigangial mechanical mods? Never heard of it.
Artisanal? Like the Skelly and stuff like that?
Like functional artwork?
Yeah, I like functional artwork, of course. That when you do something like that, you're talking like a fucking Golden Fiddle or something like that. Those are functional works of art. They're beautiful. I have to say that other than what I know Mike is working on, almost every one of my favorite mods, almost every one of them, made in Italy. I don't know what it is that they do, but they make their mods pretty and comfortable.
I'm working on the pretty.
I can't wait to hold it to find out if it's comfortable. I think if it's what you and I had talked about and the things we had discussed, it's going to be a functional work of art. It's going to be beautiful. You could even go so far as to ask the people in the chat, because there's only 11 of them. what they think of what type of button the fire button should be.
All right. We'll put this out there for a question.
Because Jason's going to chime in. I know he will.
It will not be a removable button at all because of how the device is being built.
Is it mechanical?
No. So what is on the table is a standard bullet button, a resin button that's non-replaceable.
Bullet button, like one of those.
Yep.
As long as it's not the BB ones, those things are so uncomfortable.
Well, that's what that is.
Yeah, this is the bullet, the little BB button.
No, that one's got a flat top. It's not.
Yeah, it does have. Oh, you're talking like the
Hanamod style.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of those, to be honest with you.
They're functional. They work for wattage adjustment, but I wouldn't want to have it for the fire.
For G-Spot, G-Spot in the chat. Yes, this is a rocket. Wait, hold on. We'll do this properly. That's the rocket, and that's the Medusa. Go ahead.
All right, so there's the BB button, a resin, non-replaceable resin button like every other mod has, but generally you can replace them, or a 8mm MyTech switch with a halo ring.
Can you get those? Do they do them in RGB now? The halo ring?
No, I think they're only doing single solids.
I bet you could. I bet if you were good with the micro soldering, you could put in an RGB LED in there.
Yeah, well, you know how much work that would be for a fucking.
It would be.
Robert.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of work to put into a $6 switch.
Right. So we're that's what we're looking at.
And there's a couple new RTAs out are coming. I know BMW or VWM Vapor Mods is doing a roulette kind of. Like they announced theirs, and then the roulette came out right after that with that similar type of airflow adjustment. And then you linked me to a group to another RTA that's coming out. What was that one, Bill?
Which one?
You linked me to the group. They're doing an RTA.
Oh, BP Mods?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, the Pioneer.
Yep.
I'm going to be honest. I want a K-Fun 2nd edition.
Jason, he ain't going to tell you.
If you want super retro, I got a guy that in Saudi Arabia that was looking for an old K-Fun.
No, I want the K-Fun 5 V2.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right, yeah.
The brand new one.
Jason,
you should have got on the list. They just did a list in Squonk America.
I saw it.
So
the
Jason
K-Fun 5 Square is my favorite K-Fun.
Just to let you know, he ain't going to tell you what the mod is. Yeah, he ain't going to tell you what the mod is. But the button, the one size we were talking about, was
8mm.
Yeah, the 8mm MyTech Halo. I don't know what the other one was. I don't know the specs or the sizes. I just know these little bullet buttons like this. They're great little buttons, and these are flat top, so they're comfortable.
Yeah, the flat tops are fine. It's the dome type ones that they're fine. I don't mind them for doing wattage adjustment, but for as a fire button, they're no.
Yeah, so I mean, and I can do the flat top ones too, but what I got to get rid of is I got to find somebody to take my Hurricane off my hands.
Nico Ramos.
I got a Hurricane 1.3.
Oh, he's a big fan of the Hurricane. He traded me his Hurricane, and then a couple months afterwards, he's bought it back.
For a profit. I'll be honest. I traded my K-Fun 5 V1 the original K-Fun 5 for this Hurricane. And I really like the Hurricane. But I've had it for so long that I want to try something different.
Yeah, the 5 squared is my favorite K-Fun ever.
Plus, I'm trying to get rid of one of my Hadley titaniums. So I've got a couple things I need to put up for trade.
I don't know if you're watching the chat, Mike, but Jason has a good idea, and he said buttons out of animal horn. It's not a bad idea.
Okay,
or bone.
So
that would be sick. Doing bone buttons.
yeah. Okay. So I turn ink pens, guys. I am a intermediate wood turner. I call myself.
I know G-Spot. I know Julian. Julian is very, very tight. I talked to him about doing a review on some of his hand-carved mods, and he basically told me to piss off. So yeah, Julian, I never messaged him again. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Deer antler, animal bones, stuff like that. They use in the wood turning industry.
Yeah,
a lot, but it is a very hard material.
So I'm saying, would it be worth it to try and do something that small, like a button out of the animal horn, or would it chip, or
it could explode.
Yeah.
So
that's true. It might shatter.
Hey, Diego. So you got
how much for your Hadley?
Chris Class is asking about how much you're looking for your Hadley.
Chris, after the show, give me a PM. We'll chat in private.
Probably can't afford it.
No. Here's the thing. I bought it when it first dropped. I rocked it for a while till I got the prototype.
Yeah, I think RRP was 120 on them.
It was, well, when I first got it, I paid $150 for it. When they were down to the last like 30 or 40 of them, they put them on the site for $123. And then it was another $20 for shipping because I ordered the guy I got that Rewick for. I ordered him one of those last few on the Cyclone site.
You should have that Friday, if not sooner.
Okay. I ordered him one of those Hadley titaniums, and I think I paid like $135 after everything was said and done.
No, I have not seen Italica mods. I will try them. I will check them out though.
But I am also open up to trades too for that. So,
did I tell you?
I would love to get a Fakir's mod, the Diecodes 21700 Fakir's mod.
Yeah. Oh God. Let's make Mark get mad at me. I ordered a dark blue anodized titanium cap for my Narca. I had to get one.
Yeah.
I've known Tyler since he was making pulse caps. I was one of the first cheerleaders he had going around telling everybody, buy his caps. And then he just blew up.
Yeah, it wasn't until I got the slam cap, his slam cap for the B2K, that it wasn't until I used that I actually enjoyed the B2K.
Yes. Yeah, his slam caps were killer. He did a great job. He put a lot of thought into his caps. But
I bought 4 of the Hadley caps off of him.
Yep. He started doing that.
Remains.
Yeah, he started doing anodized aluminum caps for the Narca, the Narda, and all the NAR mods basically. And he did dark blue anodized titanium caps, and I love that dark metallic blue. I love it. And it cost me a couple dollars, but fucking worth it. It should be on its way in the next week or so.
I got a nice cap. I got a Mac and Buddy Cerakote.
Oh, wait. Right now I'm rocking the Never Normal slam cap on my Narca. So, yeah, I love this thing.
That's the Rewick, isn't it?
This one? No, this is the Hadley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's got a Mac and Buddy Cerakote cap on it. And it's serial number 0000.
Let's go old school. There's the original Wicked. The Wicked.
Yeah, I parted with my Triple X bridged to Dane Johnson.
Ooh. Yeah, I tell everybody I have had the smallest vape mod as far as mechanical, the smallest one. Nobody ever beat that thing yet. And that was when I had the little 18350 mod with the Cree RTA on top of it. That thing measured out at 2.5 inches.
Yeah, Dom's little side-by-side 18350 was super small too.
Yeah.
Hold on. I think I have the smallest mod,
Keep it in your pants.
mechanical and regulated. Well, MOSFETted.
Oh, the Atom. But mine actually would have been smaller than that because mine wasn't wide. Mine was just a little tube, and it was only like that big.
Yeah, mine was an 18350, and it had a squonk bottle in it.
The little 2 mil squonk bottle.
I just reviewed an 18350, the Rave Mini.
I got one 18350, and that's just the 18350 sleeve for the trifecta. One of these days, I'm going to get rid of that mod because the guy who traded it to me, I was mad as hell. The plastic threaded insert that goes into it is cracked, and it was cracked when I got it.
You should get a hold of the modder on that. If it's
Yeah.
true, I think it is. They should be pretty good about that.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, so I got
Yeah, I got
I
two
thought you
Neo
were gonna
Geos, Philly.
See, that's nice. Hold on a second.
I got the Delrin Neogo and the aluminum Neogo.
You ever seen one of these, Robert?
No.
Oops. Go from 18350 to 18650. This it's a little tight right now. Let's see if I can break it loose. It got a little snugged in there. Basically, this tube right here goes up, and you screw this in, and you adjust them to fit your battery. And it can go down to an 18350. I don't even know who makes it. I've seen it called the Matrix mod. Tube mod. But yeah, that's a cool little one. Then I still got this sitting next to me.
I like that.
I
like that color.
I actually had a guy order one of those without the mud flap grill in it.
Hey, Mike. The Cree RTA on top of the
No,
trifecta.
you know what? Drip on it. You drop a little Derringer on it and be done with it.
Or get one of those
Yeah, this little thing, even at it, that's its widest.
God, I'm drawing blanks for names today. That really, really short RTA that was
Oh, almost like the Derringer.
no, it wasn't the
Derringer was an
Derringer. They did the RDA that had all those Ultim Airflow inserts.
The guys
Open.
from Volute Mods.
Volute mods, yeah.
Yeah.
The 15, I think it was called.
Yeah, I think it was. G-Spot, this has an 18350. What's the purple one? Vape cell?
Yeah. I screwed this thing down so tight I can't even get it apart now. I don't use it though, so it just sits there.
Yeah, I kind of regret trading off my Neo 60.
Believe it or not, I'll give you a laugh. Diego said the Volute was a slow cooker. The funny thing is, I traded up, even trade was my Volute mods, the Vauban. I traded that even for this Narca with 3 battery caps.
God damn.
Or three top caps. 3 never normal top caps.
And the Voba's been cloned, and it's, aside from the packaging, is indistinguishable because the Voban was made in China.
Yeah. This guy is a huge fan of it. And he said, if you have the original packaging, all the airflow inserts and everything, he goes, I'll take it and I'll trade you my Narca for it. Done. And when he sent the picture, I was just going to trade just for the Narca by itself. And then he took a picture and I was like, oh, what's that? And he had a black cap, the steel cap, and a white cap.
Hey, Bill, did you have to give him the handy with it too?
You know what? For that kind of deal, I may have.
Yeah, because if you got the Voban when I did, they were $100 shipped.
No, when I got it, they were going for $150 almost.
Oh, okay.
Like
I got it on the pre-order. You did it without VAT, but it was $100 USD shipped.
All right, so now I'm gonna make you mad. Mine was sent to me for free from Nicholas to review it. So I was like,
oh, I recovered my cost on it.
Oh
so.
yeah, I didn't even pay for it, and I got a Narca on it. I was like, I for like the next 3 days while I was waiting for it to come in the mail, I was walking around patting myself on the back.
I really only had one issue with the Voban, and it was the cap, the threaded drip tip.
I hated that drip tip.
If they would have just went with the 510 flat top and 510.
They realized what they screwed up because of the simple fact they started making screw-on different tips and stuff. But no offense, don't design your Addy around your 510 drip tip.
No, don't reinvent the wheel for the most common the accessory that is common across all atomizers. Don't reinvent the wheel for that, for a drip tip.
Yeah,
it's stupid.
It is. I think they just wanted to,
I only use 510 drip tips though, so.
Yeah, Nikon battery is actually a decent battery. People don't realize that, the 18350 Nikons. But no, I believe it or not, every one of my 18650 mods has a Golisi in it, the S30.
I still have not tried any Golisi cells yet.
I am telling you, it is a game changer. They hit like a VTC 5A and they last like a VTC 6.
And I bought a bunch of 18650s from 18650 battery store. The VTC 5s they had on sale for like $350 a piece.
Yeah.
When it comes to 18650s, 20Ss, and Molly Cell P2800s.
I like the Molly cells. I have no problem with Molly cells. Just for some reason, I seem to get better performance over the life of the battery. Some of the batteries seem to.
It's a different the Molly are not the Molly cell, but the Golisi, at least their 700s are a different chemistry.
Correct. Diego said in there, the 2700s, those motherfuckers will last days. I don't know what it is about them.
I need to get some of those.
I have a 21700 on my bench. My son.
I can tell the 30Ts, like the 30Ts and the Molicel, the P42s, like they perform. Like I get the same amount of battery life out of either of them, but the 30Ts definitely hit harder.
Yes.
Yeah,
because I tried doing my voltage drop tests, and I read my first run with the freshly charged Molicel P42, and then I did my second run on them with the 30T, and my results were like drastically different between the two.
Jason, Molly supported, yes. Golisi was supporting. The problem is Golisi was developing such a reputation so fast. They're the only batteries I prefer to use. I won't say they're the only ones I use because they're not. They are the only batteries Tony B will use in any of his mechanicals. And the reason why they kind of slid into the background a little bit is because there was a lot of people accusing them of being rewraps. But the problem is when Mooch tested them, He said flat out, he goes, they're one of the best batteries he's ever used. If you look at his battery chart, it's like the third one down, but it says best overall.
Yeah.
See, the reason I've been really big on mollies is because the mollies do perform. Mollies aren't great for high amperage power hits. They're great for mod life. They're consistent mod life through the entire stretch of the battery. And that's why the 30T, Samsung 30T overdoes the molly cell, because the 30T actually has more amperage, and it pushes more amperage to the device on a mechanical.
Yeah, so it hits harder off your first, dozen or more pulls, but when it levels off, like the 40T gives you the same hit longer than a 30T.
Correct. So, and when Mooch put up the stats for 2019 overall year, he rated the molly cell battery the #1 battery for the entire 2019.
Oh no, I agree. My thing is for the overall life of the battery, from when you put it in the mod till you put it on the charger, for some reason, Golisi's give me the best performance, even better than my molly cell. I don't know what it is, but it just might just be me. The 21700, definitely. I have not met a battery that matches the Golisi 21700. I don't know what it is. That fucking thing lasts.
Damn it! I gotta try those now.
They are worth every penny. But when they got accused of being rewraps, they kind of backed out of the public light. They were like, you know what? We're not.
Well, their biggest claim to fame was that they had like a warranty or something.
Yes.
Or insurance
and
with them.
They still have their warranty. It's on their box. They are the only battery that comes with a warranty, even if you're vaping with it. Yeah, I know you're advertising your molly cells. Still ain't gonna beat Golisi for the one purpose.
I love that you include batteries with your mod.
Warranty on their batteries. That's
you know what? Here's the thing. Here's the thing with that is, once again, it all falls on part of trying to be a little different than everybody else. Okay.
Yeah.
So the price I pay for a battery.
Before you take off, PM me or instant message me or whatever, and we'll talk about your juice line. We'll get something going.
Oh, excuse me.
Sorry, guys.
You're good, Bill. Here's the thing. I have never bought a high-end mod that came with batteries.
Oh, Eric came in. The other show stop?
I mean, I don't know if you guys have, but I've never had a high-end mod maker send me a battery with my device.
No, and I do love about you. That is the one thing. That molly cell, you know
one
what?
thing, he hates everything else.
It was beautiful.
You can go to hell.
Right. But that one thing. So.
No, I do like that. And you know what? That does set you apart from everybody, that you send a fucking battery for the mod.
Now, I send, and here's the thing. When I had a contract with Cotton Bacon, I was sending out the sample pack of cotton with the mods too. So you get the mod, the battery, cotton, and anybody that's gotten a mod from me has gotten a bottle of juice.
What about freaking coils, man?
That's the only thing I don't give. Come on, man. You want me to come over there and hold you to vape too?
Yeah. I need a handy.
Nick, funny thing about that is if you bring a battery in my store and if it's got the slightest tear, we rewrap it for free, 100%. You come in and you want a battery wrap and say, hey, can I get my batteries rewrapped? Here's the wraps. Here's the heat gun. If you know how to do it, go ahead and do it. If you don't, I'll show you how. I don't charge anybody for battery wraps because, for one thing, safety means more to me than making a buck off a fucking little piece of plastic.
I agree. I have a big fucking 21700 battery wrap. It's white, and I never used it. It's a fucking bookmark. I use it as a bookmark.
I have a case of 21,700 wraps, 2,700 wraps, 18,650 wraps, 26,650 wraps. And if I could get my wraps printed, I know I can. I just haven't went out and looked for EVC wraps. I probably would.
I was going to wrap mine, but what I was going to do is I was going to strip my batteries down to silver. My sister has the Cricut machine, so she can print the little stickers and stuff. And I was going to strip my battery down to silver and then put the little sticker on there and just put a clear wrap on it. I also have the translucent wraps too. So I was going to put like my logo sticker on the battery and then just put a different colored wrap. So
if you can find thinner printer paper than the standard 20-pound, if you can get lighter paper,
yeah,
you can print it yourself. And what you do is you wrap it around the battery and you slide the clear thing over it.
Yeah.
And then you shrink the paper in there with your full print. I've done that for a lot of people that wanted custom wraps. We use the clear ones and we just do a piece of paper. But usually you can't find anything less than a 20-pound piece of paper. So it's a pain in the ass to fit it in there and it becomes a little snug.
Yeah, Nick, that's a great idea. I was actually thinking about that because I have some batteries that had some juice get on them and the juice gets under the battery wrap. And then when you take the battery wrap off, the battery looks like it's going to fucking explode if you breathe on it wrong.
Yep. That's what I got this guy for.
Yeah, they look diseased.
Well, I got to get some dinner going, but I will catch you guys later.
Yeah, we're an hour and a half in.
All right.
So
Later,
I would be willing to, I don't know how many people we can put in the chat, but if you want to take it off live, we can actually post the link to come in and actually sit and talk.
Hey, why don't I just open up a Zoom?
Well, let's ask the guys in the chat. If you guys want to actually come on and open talk, if you guys want to come on, how many people are up for that?
Let us get an X1.
Let us get an X1. Because he can Zoom and put a ton of people in there. This, I think, what is my max on here? 4?
6.
6. Eric leans down for whatever. I have heard that about him.
Yeah. One of them. I'm so excited, Bill. It's coming tomorrow.
It's coming. What? Oh, the prints?
No.
Oh, the machine.
Yes.
Yes. You went to, wait, where'd you get White Castle in Henderson? That's what I want to know. Did you go down to the strip? Or did you buy those fucking frozen ones? I hate those frozen ones.
Yeah, that's not the same.
I'm from Jersey, man. I'm used to, over by UNLV. Okay. I got you. I'm heading over there probably tomorrow.
We have this place over here, bro. We have this place in Michigan called Bates. Best grease slider there is. It's still in the old-fashioned little white building.
Yeah, I'm from Jersey. The original White Castle was in New Jersey. And dude, if anybody remembers, Harold and Kumar go to White Castle. When I was a medic, we used to go to that White Castle like every other day, buy a suitcase, and between me and my partner, we'd fucking polish the whole thing off by the end of the day.
Crave case, yep.
Yep. I would be farting like crazy by the end of the day, but hey, who cares? It's all good.
Well, here, let me put together while we're chilling here. I'll get the Zoom set up.
I don't even know if we're going to get a Zoom set up. Eric's the only one.
Well, then fine. Fuck it.
Crystal is the same. Crystal is basically like a White Castle, isn't it? Yeah. The fresh grilled onions. Oh, dude. Dude, I miss White Castle. I really do. I haven't stopped to the one. Jason's gonna join. There we go.
Well, we got a couple people, and then Sonker said he'll be around too.
Yeah, let's do it. Where are we gonna post the link in your group?
I'll post it right in this chat too.
There we go. Posting the link in the chat, guys. I'll end this live broadcast and we'll switch over to that.
Just wait a minute here. Let me get it set
Oh,
up.
I'm not ending yet. I haven't moved. I still got to make myself a cup of coffee. It's that time.
Okay, so schedule, close. All right.
Oh.
Let's see here. All right, I got it scheduled. I'm gonna have to drop out of this to turn the audio on.
Really?
Really. So let me leave this studio. I'll post it in the YouTube chat. I'll post it in our group, and we'll go from there.
Sorry, just me messing around with my music. All right, guys. What is he doing? He just disappeared on me. All right, so we're going to end this, and I guess, hold on. Let's see what he's doing here. All right. Yeah, not many people listen to Mike when he starts talking. All right, he told me hold on. So apparently I think he's going to duck back in here because he's getting a link and then coming right back here. So let's see what my phone says here. Okay. All right, Jason's grabbing his laptop. Oh, yeah. The dagger is empty and the narca is dry. Fuck. All right. All right. So we got a Zoom link on the chat. So I'm going to copy and paste this into the chat here. Ooh, that's a big one. All right. Oh, shit. It went over. The link is too big. Let's try this. I don't know if anybody will see that. There it is. All right. So what I'm going to do is end the broadcast now. If anybody wants to come over and join us, the link is there in the chat. Wait a second. Did it pop over in the Facebook chat or the YouTube chat? Yeah, there it is. All right. So if anybody wants to join, you can click on that link. Come join us over there. I'm going to end this broadcast. Have a really good night, and we'll talk to you later, brothers.